which I think the question is going to get amplified even more so if the Sixers uh, don't, get up to the level of success that everyone's expecting. Is, are you going to trade Ben Simmons or are you going to trade Joel Embiid? That's your big question. Simmons or Embiid? There's a lot of arguments for both sides. There's a lot of arguments against both sides. Joel Embiid, the one who, you know, is missing like a third of the season every year. Very injury prone guy. Will he hold up keep moving forward? Is he only going to hold up enough, for you to win one championship and then it kind of flames out and then you have to start everything all over again? Would Ben Simmons be the guy that's going to be able to start the dynasty for you and be able to, sustain that over a long period of time? Is his jump shot going to be an issue? Is he going to be able to be the vocal leader and everything of the team that he kind of wants to be as a point guard, as a like point forward type of player? There's a lot of questions here, and to me, I mean, you have to answer some other questions to really get down to if like which one you want, because in the long term, I think Ben Simmons is going to work out better for you in the long term. I mean, Ben Simmons is a little younger, first off. Second off, yes, he has had some injuries, but he's nowhere near as injury prone as Joel Embiid. And third, yes, I know his jump shot isn't, everything that everyone wants it to be, and everyone wants him to shoot more threes and all that kind of stuff. I get all of that, but it can be worked on still. Like it's not something that he's just never ever going to learn in his entire life, and that's it. Where he's at is where he's at, and boom, done, over, never shooting. Like that's not what's going to happen. And the other end of the spectrum is also true. He's not going to become Steph Curry. He's not going to become a guy that just comes down, pulls up from three all the time. He's just not going to do it. But in a style of play that Daryl Morey is used to building, a guy like Ben Simmons can thrive. And I think if you keep around Daryl Morey, I think the answer to this question, whether you trade Embiid or Simmons, is going to end up being Simmons. Um, Personally, I like Joel Embiid more. I think he offers you a lot more offensively, and I mean, he's also been like Ben Simmons just had his biggest year defensively this past season. Not to say he's been bad the other seasons he's played, but this was his best one. And don't get me wrong, I think he was rightfully in the race for Defensive Player of the Year. I think he should have been a finalist. But Joel Embiid has also been a very good defensive anchor over the years he's been in Philly as well. And like I said, personally, I like Joel Embiid more. However, I think that the fact that I like him more makes me think he's probably the better guy to trade because you'll probably get a little bit more back for Joel Embiid. And the reason is because you're going to probably find a team that wants to compete for a championship right now as well. And they're going to give you probably a lot of good assets to, jumpstart what you have right now. Um, so in the end, yeah, I think that the answer to that question is probably going to be that they're probably going to trade Joel Embiid. I would not be surprised at all if that was the answer. Um, because on top of that, with Ben Simmons, like you kind of know the team you got to mold around Ben Simmons. With Joel Embiid, like yeah, you're gonna need some shooters. You're also gonna need some creators off the dribble and everything like that. You still need some wing defenders. Like you're going to have to really add a whole lot more there. Like I think if you're going to have a guy like Joel Embiid, you also still need guards that don't exactly need the ball in their hands all the time. Like guys such as, like Steph Curry, Klay Thompson would probably be perfect guys that would fit around Joel Embiid because they aren't ones that have to have the ball to score and create. I mean, especially a guy like Klay Thompson. But the fact is, Klay Thompson can fit with anybody, but that's beside the point. Um,